Hello and welcome. I'm Brenni Larson, and in this short training, I'm going to cover 9 ways that clutter impacts you. Clutter will have an impact on you depending on what type of person you are. You know, how much does clutter bother you? Some people it really has a huge impact on, and others not quite as much. How much clutter you have? Is your house just has a deer trail through it? Or do you just have some things maybe in the wrong place, or you don't have systems, or you need some organizational help? And where you keep it. Are you keeping it in your bedroom? So when you get out of bed, you have to jump over a dirty stack of clothing to get to the bathroom. Is it where you're sitting and seeing it all the time? Because guess what? Then you're living in the past. Your vision board is what you're living in. And we need to get that changed. So clutter can and will make you feel tired and lethargic because it's the stagnant energy that accumulates around the clutter that's making you so tired. So here are the 9 ways clutter impacts you, and we're going to cover why. Clutter keeps you in the past. It can confuse you. It can congest your body. It can affect your body weight. Having clutter can affect the way people treat you. It can cause you to procrastinate. It causes disharmony, makes you feel ashamed, and causes depression. Those things don't sound so great, do they? So let's talk a little bit here about clutter that's keeping you in the past. There is no room for anything new to come into your life. You will constantly be reminded of the past. You'll be bogged down with the problems of the past. You can't seem to look forward or to create a better tomorrow. So you have to release the past to move forward and have a better tomorrow. We call it make space to replace. You're going to make space and clear out the past, and then you're going to replace it with the things that you want in the life you desire. Clutter can confuse you, like you don't have enough problems in this world being confused already. Guess what? When you live surrounded by clutter, it is just impossible to be clear about what you're doing in your life. It's difficult to make decisions. You just can't seem to get clear on anything because guess what? All that clutter is having an impact on you because it's low vibrating, it's heavy, and it's unorganized. Clutter can congest your body. Not enough energy. Why? Because there's clutter everywhere, so the energy can't flow. And if it is, it's dull and clogged up. There's just no twinkle going on in your eye because the energy that you are surrounding yourself with is heavy. And guess what, guys? Congest your body. Clutter causes constipation. In fengshui, your house has a direct impact on your life. And we use something called the bagua, and which areas of your life or business are impacted. But we also look at the electrical and the lights and the plumbing, and all this has a direct correlation to your body because guess what? Your space reflects your life. And it's called the theory of relative positioning. If you follow me at all, you know the things closest to you have the biggest impact on your life. Clutter can affect your body weight. Yeah, like anyone needs help with that, right? People that have a lot of clutter are usually overweight. They use the clutter like the weight to protect them. It cushions them against the punches of life. So think about that for a minute. A lot of times, not only the clutter is protecting you from people coming over and wanting to be around. You don't want people coming into your dirty house. But now you're also carrying that energy into your body. I have had many students, once they release the clutter, they release the weight without even trying. Having clutter can affect the way people treat you. People treat you the way you treat yourself. You may attract people that abuse you. Because if you don't respect yourself, you don't respect your living environment, then you are going to be on the frequency and attract that type of energy. Disorganized, never follows through, are late a lot or all the time. Are these things you want going on in your life? Hopefully you said no. Now here's the question. Are these things going on in your life? Have you gained weight? Do you have shame? Are you confused? That's what this little training's about, to bring awareness of the power that you have within yourself once you declutter. Well, we already know it's going to cause procrastination. If you have a lot of clutter, you tend to put things off. The energy is stagnating you. And I know, I teach clutter classes, and this is a big one right here, procrastination. That's why we do things in small steps so that people can see when they accomplish something. For example, if you're a hoarder, just clearing out a drawer in your kitchen or bathroom starts that energy, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's fun releasing things. After a while, it's like, man, I can't wait to dig in and design my life the way I choose it to be. And clutter causes disharmony. People tend to argue about the little things. And a lot of it has to do with what? Clutter. Now, just today in one of my classes, I was talking to my students, and they have tons of electrical cords that are tangled. Well, guess what, guys? That causes arguments. And cords are carrying the electricity of the fire, but entangled, creating more disharmony and more challenges in your life. Clutter makes you feel ashamed. You're ashamed. You don't want anyone in your home. You don't even want to open the door for the postman or postwoman. Are you confident that people can just stop by your house at any time? If not, and you feel ashamed, let's take care of that. That's where we'd start in the front, making your front door and the room that they would walk into first look the best. And that's also the mouth of chi. That's where the energy comes from. And that's a kind of positive energy you want to bring in to your front door. Clutter causes depression. You better believe that. Causes feelings of uselessness. Depressed people tend to store stuff on the ground. And there's this thing called gravity. And if you clap down low, you'll hear a ka-tunk. And if you clap up high, you'll hear ka-ting. Because gravity is always pulling everything down. Stagnant energy is being pulled down, and it's going to go to the lowest point. So try to get things off the ground, get them up on a shelf. And if you have to have things on the ground, then you want to stack them vertical, not horizontal. You may want to have your home checked for geopathic stress. Werner Brandemeyer does this a lot. There's a lot of tools out there, because negative energy tends to get stuck in the areas, and this is going to cause more depression and more anxiety and more procrastination. So I just wanted to throw in about geopathic stress and take a look at that. But first, we have to clear the clutter. So if you're interested, you showed up for this webinar for a reason, you have clutter, or you know someone who has clutter, you are ready and you want to break the old habits and get the tools you need to break these old habits, guess what? I have a class I'm teaching called Room by Room Organization. We meet on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Central. I'm going to take a survey. We may be changing that if it fits. My class is pretty good about people showing up, but I'm always open to teach classes at a different time and day. The classes are recorded. They go in our private Facebook group. People upload their images. There is no shame in our class. We're all helping each other. And not only do we declutter, but we also come up with organizational tools so that you are not getting the clutter back. There's 8 classes in this series. You can join at any time, because I am just going to continually go through the 8 classes and refine them and tweak them and get them better and better. All it is a weekly payment of $25. I did that So everyone can afford this class. You can't afford not to be in this class. If you're on this webinar and you don't have systems and tools, jump in this class. We have a lot of fun. If you can even believe that I would say it'd be fun to declutter, but it is. So all you're going to do is go to bit.ly room by room 2016. That's going to take you to this page here. Tells you a little bit about what it is. Sample course agenda. We've pretty much stuck to this agenda. We just moved a couple things around. Like today we did closets and dressers, because it was more important to get the bedroom, the kitchen, and the bathroom organized with my class, and they wanted laundry before that. So you can see what we cover. We've already got recordings for about the first 6 classes. You can look at those, and I will be teaching live classes, like I said, to get this tweak. So jump in now and claim your life. Release the past, release the chaos, release the anxiety. Honestly, you can't afford not to be in this class. On the next series, I'm going to cover how much money people are spending to keep their clutter. So there you go. I like to know how I found you. And it's really that simple. You can make a one-time payment, or you can make the optional payments of $25 a week. Click submit, bingo, bango, you're in the class. You can start decluttering today. So thank you so much for showing up. Once again, that link is bit.ly/room by room 2016. See you in class.